Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the unmasculine world around us, and today we will just discuss the case when country neglected its own army and military strength, investment in military sector, proper ones, or country that also neglected its military sector because the politicians from this country trusted foreign treaties and agreements. I mean, for instance, in 1994, Ukraine is transferring its nuclear arsenal it inherited after Soviet Union to Russia because Western Europe and also United States guaranteed safety and the borders of Ukraine. Okay, fine. Almost 30 years passed, and we see that borders are not guaranteed. No one wants to claim that they are guaranteed. Only when wants to achieve something in negotiations between the Western partners. Sometimes some politician mentioned that original Ukrainian borders should be recovered, but realistic people say that it's undoable as of now, and I agree with them. We see also how especially Western European countries behave towards their potential allies in Central or Eastern Europe. Polish people should remember that because we were also left alone, for instance in 1939, and nothing gonna change, especially by Western European allies. Because what we can say, this we can say, but US is supporting Ukraine as much as they can, not to escalate too much open conflict with Russian Federation. But US is supplying Ukraine very much. But now we see that if Ukraine didn't believe in these guarantees from 1994 and invested enough in the military, and it would keep the nuclear missiles on their territory still active, I think they wouldn't have problems they have now, and we would be in completely different position geopolitically than we are now. But unfortunately, corrupted and short-sighted politicians and decision makers believed in some guarantees that are never kept fully, or they are never kept at all, like it was in the example of Poland in 1939. So, the same situation applies to Western European countries, which were heavily relying on American help, and instead of investing properly in their armies, because they do not have land forces in Europe, practically they do not have much of it, they invested in social welfare, other stupid ideas. That is why their societies are currently lazy and degraded. I mean, Western European societies, and really awfully pacifistic, and it's really hard to recover normal state of mind among these people who are completely spoiled. The conclusion is simple. One cannot believe in peace. Pacifism is a very toxic ideology because it allows others to blackmail and later attack the weaker ones who believed in internal peace. We see that Russia and China, I'm much more sure than anything else, are really heavily supporting pacifist movement, anti-nuclear movements, and pro-Green Deal movements in Western countries, especially in Western Europe, to keep them weak. Because pacifistic societies obsessed with stupid ideologies that take their economy down are really prone for pressure, and it's really easy to manipulate their governments to do what you want them to do for you. I mean, for other powers like Russia and China. These regimes are not allowing pacifistic ideologies to spread in their territories. They do not care of the CO2 limits and other pro-environmental regulations that are killing industry and agriculture in European Union. They are simply doing their stuff trying to develop as much as they can production on their territories, develop the industry and military production, because it gives them force and leverage in negotiations with other countries, especially with weak, pacifistic, degraded, and completely obsessed with stupid pseudo ideologies like Green Deal and all of this LGB whatever Western European societies. That is why pacifism, if it lasts too long, and underinvestment in the armed forces lead to the degradation of the societies. Last 60 years showed it very clearly in case of Western European societies. This is a scary and horrible example of quick degradation of the societies that didn't have to invest enough, didn't have to invest a lot, I should say, in their defense and in the armies, because they were relying on the defenders who were located outside. Now these defenders are pressing them, and this is really good and very well done to increase their military spendings and build their own armies. But first, one needs to increase the spendings, change economy, and change the mode of the social education. It's not easy. We will see how it's gonna work. But degradation and pacifism and following stupid ideas cost really much, and very often it can cost even the existence of entire nations. All the best, have a nice day, bye.